Hi, it's Ball 1975 and welcome to Elite Dangerous on the Legacy version on Xbox. And today I'm going to talk about a experimental effect that people who do PvE kind of sleep on and don't really use. I don't blame them for not using it, because in terms of PvE, why would you take a 10% damage reduction? It just seems crazy. And even in PvP, people look at it and go, why would I take a 10% damage reduction? Well, because you can still damage people through their shields with this. And against the right build, that's hugely incredibly brilliant. Against the wrong build, like a hull tank, like this one I'm fighting of Indicas, terrible experimental effect. Absolutely worthless. As you can see, by the time Indica's nearly beaten me in this 1v1, I've only managed to get through 29% of his hull. But that's because he has thousands of it. But an FDL, for example, has probably between 600 and 1,000 hull. Mambas have a couple of thousand hull. Something like that has about 3,000 to 4,000 hull. So it's dependent on what you're fighting against. Now, if there's a wing of you fighting against Cutter, and Cutter has 12k shields but no hull, this is a really fun thing to do. Get a load of you and stuff with phasing and just bleed away through their shields and constantly do them damage. It doesn't take a lot to really phase someone down. I've always loved a bit of phasing. Gowron was always a fan of phasing. Scooby's a big fan of phasing. It's amazing how many people don't realise their hull's dropping while they're fighting you. I remember Scooby was in party in a 1v1, and so was the other guy who he was fighting was in party with us, and they were chatting, and Scooby was like, do you want to call it there? And the guy was like, no, I've got shields left. And Scooby was like, yeah, but you're on 20% hull. He went, oh, I didn't even notice. And that's the fun. People tend to panic in fights, and when you're going up like I am here, you can't really see your hull. You can see your shields, but you can't really see your hull a lot of the time. So sometimes people just don't notice their hull is being hit. And I've got to say, phasing is a lot of fun. It's not as useful in some fights like this one. This is all GG. However, it's never a good idea to use it on a hull tank like Indica's in. It shines when you're up against something with massive shields and not a lot of hull, so it's perfect against FDLs. And that's really what I built this ship to fight against, was, the standard FDL builds with 600 to 1,000 shields, and have a lot of fun, annoying them. This is Dory. I don't know why he wanted to continue even though I tried to GG him, and suddenly I am struggling to be able to hit him, which I was doing fine before he took a break, but lo and behold, he's not exactly doing anything to me in that thing at the moment. So I'll just wait, because I've already pointed out to him that if I crash into him, he's going to die, and I think we call it there. But all in all, phasing is amazing against FDLs, and something that PvE players don't really look to dabble with or mess around with. But when you get into PvP, it's well worth considering. It's something that's a surprise factor that does really well in the right circumstances. Anyway, that's all. Thank you very much for watching.